It's almost 10 o'clock now, so we are live. I am going to share this out a little bit. Let's see, I'll just cut. Okay, here we are. So let's just wait for everybody to arrive. Hope everybody's having a good morning today. I just woke up a little while ago, about 8 o'clock. Been up for like an hour or two almost. I'm just here to give you a little hopium today, guys. That's it. Hey, what's up, Ashatosh, my guy? So I do want to talk about something really quick before we get started with the hopium. It's going great. How about you, man? I hope you're doing well. So when you sell your internet identity on IDGeek, say you have one that you put it, you locked up, you think you were good, and then something in your life happens where you have to sell it. Well, there's no quick sell, right? It stays in escrow for 30 days. The issue is if you sell your internet identity with any kind of other wallet attached to that identity, you will lose it. Okay, that's the problem. I talked with Stoic Wallet, and there is basically no way to recover it. So if you're ever going to sell your internet identity on ID Geek, please do not have any wallets hooked up to your internet identity, and do not erase the internet identity before you back up your wallet in another way. I wasn't able to do that. I couldn't figure it out. To switch it from my internet identity to something else, and then I lost my Stoic wallet. 6 ICP and 32 NFTs gone forever. So about 500 bucks, maybe a little bit more, gone forever. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, man. This is my graphic designer for our upcoming NFT project that we're doing. Great guy. We talk basically multiple times a week trying to plan this awesome NFT project called ICP Renegades. It is going to be coming out in the next couple of months, and we're going to go forward. First, it's going to be like just the NFTs. Then we plan on building a community, rewarding that community, and then comes the game. We're going to be talking with some people, maybe from iDark Studios. That's kind of the plan. If they can help us. Ashatosh here, he has connections with the NFT marketplaces like Yummy. I'm in contact with Easy Steve, which is the guy from Stoic Wallet. He's also the guy from Entropot and Tonic IO as well. So we both have great connections in the space. So it's going to be a great project. It's going to come up. But the point of today, you have about 100 ICP stake for 8 years on NNS with a ledger, but lost the ledger key phrase. Yeah, that is horrible, man. I don't know what they can do if you lose your key phrase. Luckily, I have the ledger. LOL, have to protect that, but otherwise, that 100 might be lost for good. So, I I'm not even 100% sure, how it works. It's very complicated right now. I would very, very carefully have somebody advise you if you're going to sell your ID Geek. I'm pretty smart and I learn fast. And luckily, like, I didn't lose everything. If I would have lost, like, that would have been 6 grand just gone, and that's my future, right? And I don't even really want to take anything out of it. And at first, I couldn't even sell it for a long time, and then crazy things happened in my life that brought me here. But anyway, life is life, right? We don't need to hear about that. This is hopium, right? So we're coming here. All of the things that are happening in the space, it all comes for full circle, right? This is the way that they shake people out. It is a very psychological game, guys, and they know how to manipulate our psychology to make us sell at the worst point in history. That way we don't make money, we don't advance, and the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor, and that's the way they want to keep it. Is there a lag here for you guys? Just checking out info. Well, today is just hopium, guys. I'm here to just let you know that ICP will recover. It is one of the best projects in the space. I still believe in it 100%. Even though I'm, yeah, selling my identity. I didn't want to do that. The only reason I sold all of it was because there's no way to like just split the neuron and sell part of it. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit out and then relock it up on another neuron, and that's the plan. But I don't know if I lost my key phrase. It's already in escrow in the smart contract. I just hope there's not one more time where I have to like verify the key phrase or I did lose it all. So hopefully they put a security step in place to prevent that, especially when they tell you to unhook your identity from wallets and it wipes all your key phrases off. So I don't know what is up with that, but yeah, I just hope I didn't lose everything. I think it's locked up in a smart contract right now. It's already in the hands of the other. It already says the new owner, right? So I should be able to just go into that new neuron I created and take the money out after escrow or the ICP and then lock it back up, take what I need. I might actually get paid before that. So maybe I'm just gonna lock it right back up. But when I sold it, I was like in a very bad way. So Vivian Annie, you're here. Cool. That's our moderator. We're gonna make her mod right now. Cool. Managing can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Okay. Can review and remove chat modes. Okay. We'll start you out as just a regular mod, and then we will move you up for sure. So welcome Vivian Annie as our newest moderator. She is awesome. She has definitely helped get the word out about ICP Renegades and just the channel. And, these are some great people that are working with us now. We got Hank on the team now, which is another moderator. We got Palanga, who's going to be hopefully coming to the team. Icy Ghost spoke highly of her. So we got some cool stuff happening. So great to see you too, Ashutosh, man. This kind of thing is it's just hard for all of us because a lot of people have bought over $4 to $5, right? And so sitting under $4 could seem like a bad thing, but if you really look at it, it's another opportunity to get in at dream level prices. Yes, the SEC thing is scary, but it will pass over. Now, my new price prediction, this is something people are asking with the new developments in the SEC case, and it's something I wanted to address in this video. So my original price prediction for the next bull run is $100 because that would be 20x from 5 where we were. Right now, we're looking at about a 22x from about $4. So what we are, thinking is possibly, I want to be conservative at $50 now because my $100 prediction was before the SEC case, right? So I have to add that into the equation of where this is going to go in the next bull run. So if we think of, in fact, of terms of Ethereum and XRP, right? Ethereum was labeled as a security at one point, and so was Bitcoin, and they were proven otherwise, right? XRP now, the SEC is actually going after them because it's a company based. Satoshi Nakamoto is a very smart man. He understood the laws, he understood the way that the monetary system worked, and he understood the way that the SEC worked, and that's why he was completely anonymous, and there's no company that runs Bitcoin, right? The reason they're able to go after Ripple or XRP, Ripple, right, is because of the Ripple company. That turns it into a company and an asset class, right? So what they really need to do is have a company on it. And that's the thing. Dfinity does have, but it's a nonprofit though. So I don't know if Ripple is a nonprofit, but still, that is why they went after them hard, because it was easier to prove the facts of the case with a crypto like that. And they knew they couldn't do it with a Bitcoin or Ethereum because there's like no actual, like hierarchy or company that, is benefiting or running these type of things. So what we need to really understand is ICP is not going anywhere, right? The technology is going to advance. It is going to connect to Ethereum. It's already connected to Bitcoin. It's going to become a fully connected, integrated multi-chain world computer, which means every single crypto can go onto that. Like Litecoin can come onto that, Dogecoin. We can have Shiba Inu over there. We could have some ICP tokens, on another chain like Ethereum, maybe. Maybe it can be a double, back and forth way where you can trade ICP tokens on, like Uniswap or a new version of that for the the multi-chain world computer, where you can just trade asset to asset, or, fiat to asset. And then, it'll make it a lot easier. They'll provide onboarding wraps like Alchemy Pay, Flexa, things like that can really, bring value to the network. Flexa already runs a lot of the major payment systems in the world. XRP is absolutely leading the way. Yeah, ICP will definitely recover. You locked it till the bull run. Heard about selling identity. Yeah, you can do that. Just be very, very careful. You could lose your crypto like 10 ways on IDGeek, and luckily I'm pretty smart and I like listen to every single direction, because there's so many places where you can lose it. But if you follow the directions, most likely you won't lose. But I did lose a lot of NFTs, and unfortunately Ashutosh sent me some to give away, so I had to give away different ones, and it just was a nightmare for me. So just be careful if you're selling your internet identity. Make sure none of your other wallets, your open chat, your Discover, your district, like all of those things are connected, right? And luckily some of those were on plug and I had other backups for it. So, and you can't even use your backup, your seed phrase, if you lose your passkey. It is a very, very advanced system, and it's brand new. So I'm kind of like a beta tester for it. You know what I mean? Like I go in, and unfortunately I probably should have tried it with like a smaller neuron first and like see how it worked, and like, or just an empty one, because you can sell an empty neuron over there. And so if you're going to do it, that's what I recommend. Get an empty neuron, or one with like one ICP in it, and try it out, see how it works, and then make sure before you go in, you take all of your wallets out of that certain internet identity anchor and put it onto another one, so that you can keep your stuff safe. So if I had to be an example for everybody how not to lose your Stoic wallet while doing this, then hey, whatever. I'm down. So, okay, Hopium time. $50 is the conservative still, but I don't quite see it going to 100 unless this case gets dismissed. Then my price target's the same. So I always go by three things in crypto, right? We go by news, ecosystem, and TA. Those are the three things we always look out for. So the TA, it's looking great. We're recovering from 330 back up to $4. That's what we want to see. That's why I was worried last time I made a price video, right? Because we were sitting at like 350. That's bad, especially after a big drop like that and only going a little. Getting back up to $4 is key. Getting above $4, confirming support, is what we need. So other than that, we really just need to talk about the next few weeks, right? So when the court battle starts, that and that might not even come. The news might only come in the next couple of weeks. This could take years. Even before getting into court, it could take quite some time. So this court case might not even play out by the next bull run. If that doesn't happen, it's still, I would say, more towards 75. Right now, if the court case is midstream during the bull run and they like have some super crazy evidence, it still is not ICP. Okay, so understand the difference here. The SEC is suing Ripple, right? They're not, okay, and they're not suing ICP. What they are doing is suing Coinbase and Binance. This is different, right? So even if some of those are labeled as security, they're going to have to prove each one, right? So ADA, they'll have to prove it. Polygon, they'll have to prove it. Internet Computer, they'll have to prove it. This is not the same as the Ripple case, okay? Because they're going to have to prove each one, and they can't even prove Ripple is a freaking security, right? So that kind of thing is just really, really, really crazy. ICP will recover. It may be suppressed like XRP was last bull run, yes. And so that could happen, but that's why I wanted you to understand the difference in these cases, right? It is not Internet Computer that is being sued. So more conservatively and more ideally, more like $75. Okay. So, but if they come after dfinity, right, Ripple, XRP, dfinity, ICP, then we see suppression in the price, right? So what they're doing, it's a cash grab, guys. That's all it is. Okay. What they're doing with XRP is trying to establish law and trying to make certain crypto securities so they can make they make compliance through force, through law, instead of regulating and punishment, right? Instead of regulating and giving clear steps forward, it's a punishment system, right? That's our whole society is based on a punishment system, right? And so that's how they treat things in the law. And that isn't how our forefathers founded our country, right? It wasn't a punishment system. It was a freedom system, and to build us up. And our government now is just tearing us down and trying to take every good thing from us. So just be careful, guys, with what you're doing, especially if you're in the United States. They're really cracking down on crypto. The big narrative used to be crypto is used on the black market, and it's not. Well, okay, it is, but it's not as much as it used to be, right? So there's a very small percentage of people that use it for criminal activity, but the most people are using it to change life circumstances. Why do you think the last bull market went so well, right? So the stimulus payments came in at the perfect time, and people had extra money that they were putting into the market. Okay. And so once all those people put all that money in the market, that's when everything dumped, right? So that, I think that was the plan of some big whales, is to let people just load up at like 60,000, 65,000 at Bitcoin, pump it up and then just dump it on them. And so that's why ICP is so cool right now, is because most of the whales are for ICP and not just trying to like pump it to the ground. It's cool that FTX is gone, because they were our biggest enemy when it came to pushing the price down. So let's get into some questions, guys. Like, I want to know if you have any questions about the lawsuit, or anything about Hopium, or oh, here we go. ICP will it may be suppressed like XRP lawsuit. However, XRP shows progress in lawsuit. All cryptos labeled securities may still have a better run than expected. So that is a good thing, and that's kind of what I was talking about before with why they're coming after Ripple, to set a precedent to come after everything else. So that is yeah, in your opinion, that's a good, very, very true statement. So what they're trying to do is just money grab, and the government is in $31 trillion in debt right now, and they just had to raise the debt ceiling, right? Because they couldn't borrow any more money. We're too far in debt, and they don't understand how to invest in Bitcoin, or at least they hide it if they do. And they just want to, and if they don't have Bitcoin, then the way that they make their money is by just taking money from these companies, right? Binance, all this other stuff, but they don't protect us when like FTX collapses, Celsius collapses, Voyager collapses, all of our money's gone, but they don't care. They just want to say everything's a security and get money for themselves. What about all of us that lost our money? What are you going to do about that? What about the people who had their life savings in Voyager? What about the people that had thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars on Celsius? What about FTX when he misappropriated customer funds and did all of this? They did not do anything to even try to prevent that. Gary Gensler met with FTX and SBF and was buddies with him and probably was in on it. So, and now he wants to come after Solana. That's weird. And all of its biggest competitors, right? So I think they're just trying to set a precedent of everything's a security. If it is not fully decentralized as a security. But the thing with securities is a company can start out as like a security, right? Or a crypto, I call it a company. It's not really, but a crypto can start out as a security. And the more it moves to decentralization, the more it's not a security. So do I think ICP will be listed in China? Williams spends time in seminars in Hong Kong. So China is becoming more and more crypto friendly, which is weird because they banned Bitcoin mining back in the day. So um, I don't know. That's a very good question, and I don't know that I can answer that. I know China would be a very big hub for crypto if they did allow it. They are becoming more crypto friendly. It might already be listed in Japan or in China, but Hong Kong, I don't know. That's a different story. Yeah, I don't know. Singapore more likely, yeah, because these places they can really benefit from this type of I mean, they could use it as a currency. They could, this kind of crypto. It's a cryptographic money. That's all it is. And so, if you say a cryptographic monetary piece is a security, then why isn't the dollar a security, right? Because it's a currency. That's what cryptocurrency. It's right in the name. Does it say crypto security or does it say cryptocurrency? I mean, come on. That could be our argument in the case law in court, right? It's not called crypto security. It's called cryptocurrency. And a currency is not a security. It's right in the name. I mean, come on, it's pretty stupid, dude. Now, I would like to do more research on that. I know India is a massive hub, and they are really trying to push ICP in India right now. So that is definitely a big place, and they almost banned cryptocurrency completely in India not even that long ago. So we're really making big advancements. I would like to see the United States government really get on board with crypto, start regulating through law instead of just punishment, get clear guidance and regulations. The SEC really needs to talk with Brian Armstrong from Coinbase. He really wants to make things happen, and they have all of the smart staff and the people to do it. Same with Binance. I mean, he's connected with people all over the world. CZ is a smart guy, so they're willing to work with them. And the crazy thing in them suing Binance, Binance isn't even a U.S. company. They might be able to sue Binance U.S., but how can they actually sue an international company that isn't even on U.S. soil? And you can't even join Binance if you're in the U.S. So these things are something we need to think about when this lawsuit comes out, is like cryptocurrencies in the name. Ethereum and Bitcoin are already labeled not securities, right? And all of these different things, like Binance not being in the US. They do have Binance US. They could come after Binance US and say that's a security, but they're overreaching their boundaries here, coming after Binance as an international company, and that's going to piss off the world. So America needs to be careful, man. Especially Donald Trump made a lot of enemies for America. And I used to not like the guy, but the more he talks about God and stuff, I don't know what to feel about him. I don't care either way. I'm not really political. You guys have your own beliefs, whatever. But the thing is, they need to understand that they're pushing crypto out of the United States. And if that happens, we could become a third world country very quickly, especially with the BRIC alliance happening in the world, right? And the dollar losing traction and all of the other world gaining who are inviting crypto in. So we really need to be careful with that. And us as people, we need to, just speak up about it. Let them know we're not happy with what's happening. So, all right, guys. I think that's about all we have time for today. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Everything will get better. This isn't as bad as it seems. It does seem pretty dire right now, but things do recover. We were in crypto spring. They pushed us back into crypto winter. We got a new low, but by like 4 cents. So I still stick by we're not going really anything lower than where we went. So yeah, 4 cents, dude. That's nothing. And then it went right back up, a wick down. So I'm confident in that level. I'm confident in $3, definitely. I did say the ground's the limit the other day because any time a crypto could disappear. ICP probably, most likely 95% isn't going anywhere, but there is a 5% chance that it could just crash like any other crypto, right? Cardano could be gone tomorrow. Polygon could be gone tomorrow. XRP could be gone tomorrow. So just know that most likely it's not going to happen, but there is a small chance. that crypto does, bust and the bubble breaks and it's over. But most likely that's what they want us to think. That's why this kind of thing happens. That's why they do this, to get us to think in these ways. Because when you trade in a psychological state where you're not in control of your faculties, then you cannot trade in an effective way. They will win every time and they will shake you out. They'll steal your money. They will liquidate you. They will do whatever it takes to make that happen. So, all right, guys, that being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bang!